Ever wondered what would happen if you were caught in a volcanic ashfall? Well, let's delve into the potential dangers and challenges that such a situation might present. Imagine the sky suddenly turning gray, a thick blanket of ash descending upon you. This isn't just a foggy day. Visibility drops to almost zero as the ash particles fill the air. Finding your way could become a serious challenge. You might find yourself stumbling around, trying to navigate through this ashy fog, which is nothing short of a nightmare. But it's not just about losing your way. The ash is composed of tiny shards of rock and glass, making it harmful to breathe in. Without proper protection, you may experience difficulty in breathing, coughing, and even severe respiratory problems. Imagine trying to breathe through a pillow of glass shards. That's what it feels like. And then there's the weight of this ash. Sure, it's tiny particles, but when they accumulate, they become incredibly heavy. The roofs of houses and buildings might groan under this weight. And in worst-case scenarios, they could even collapse. It's like a silent, slow-moving avalanche piling on until structures give way. But the dangers of a volcanic ashfall don't stop there. Prolonged exposure to this ash can lead to long-term health complications. The tiny particles can embed themselves in your lungs, potentially causing damage that might not be apparent until much later. It's a hidden danger, one that lurks beneath the immediate threats. So what does all this mean? Simply put, being caught in a volcanic ashfall is no casual event. It's a dangerous scenario, one that demands immediate action and smart decision-making. It's about protecting your lungs, ensuring your safety, and finding your way to shelter. So, being caught in a volcanic ashfall is no walk in the park. It's a dangerous scenario that requires immediate action and smart decision-making. Now imagine being trapped in a cave during a flash flood. A scenario that seems straight out of an adventure movie, isn't it? But the reality is far from entertaining. When the heavens open up and a flash flood ensues, the water level rises at an alarming rate. In a matter of minutes, a dry cave could transform into a watery labyrinth, and the exit you once knew may disappear under the surging tide. The water isn't simply rising, it's rushing in with a force that could easily sweep you off your feet. The currents, strong and relentless, could pull you deeper into the cave's intricate network of passages. Picture it. You're not only fighting against the water's swift pull, but also navigating the cave's dark and disorienting maze where one wrong step could send you tumbling down into unseen depths. And it's not merely about keeping your head above water. The real danger lurks in the potential for drowning or being trapped in narrow passages. As the water level continues to rise, the amount of breathable space dwindles. You could find yourself in a tight squeeze, with sheer rock on all sides and a tiny pocket of air rapidly depleting. In such situations, staying calm is not just a virtue, but a necessity, because panic can consume precious oxygen faster. And let's not forget, caves are not empty vessels. The water brings with it debris, loose rocks, and even wildlife, all of which add to the peril. The threat of injury or a venomous bite in the murky, churning water is a constant companion to the fear of drowning or suffocation. However, survival is not impossible. What's required is a combination of quick thinking, presence of mind, and a calm demeanor. It's about making the right decisions in the face of immense danger, like finding a stable spot to wait out the flood or using floating debris as a makeshift raft. Being trapped in a cave during a flash flood is a terrifying ordeal, one that demands quick thinking and a calm demeanor. It's a reminder of how unpredictable and powerful nature can be, and how crucial it is to respect her might when out on our adventures. Or what about being stranded in a dense jungle without survival skills? Imagine this. You're surrounded by a sea of greenery, the air thick with the scent of earth and leaves. The canopy overhead is a woven tapestry of branches and leaves, allowing only specks of sunlight to filter through. The jungle is a world unto itself, teeming with life, but it's also a place where survival skills are paramount. The first challenge is navigation. The dense vegetation makes it almost impossible to see beyond a few feet. The jungle is like a giant labyrinth, and without the right skills, it's easy to get lost. Not to mention, the risk of stumbling upon a dangerous animal or stepping on a poisonous plant is ever present. Next, we come to the diverse wildlife. The jungle is home to a myriad of creatures, some fascinating, others terrifying. From venomous snakes to stealthy predators, the jungle is a place where every step you take could potentially bring you face to face with danger. And it's not just the big creatures you need to worry about, but also the smaller ones. Insects, particularly mosquitoes, are prevalent in jungles, and they can carry diseases like malaria and dengue fever. Then there's the risk of starvation and dehydration. The jungle may seem like a buffet of edible plants and fruits, but without the right knowledge, it's easy to confuse the edible from the poisonous. Clean water is also scarce, and drinking directly from a stream or river can lead to waterborne diseases. Lastly, there's the threat of illness from exposure to wildlife-borne diseases. The damp and humid environment of the jungle is a breeding ground for bacteria and parasites. Without proper medical supplies, a simple cut or scrape can quickly turn into a life-threatening infection. As we can see, being stranded in a dense jungle is a test of endurance, resourcefulness, and resilience. The jungle is a place of beauty and danger, a place where every moment is a struggle for survival. But as daunting as it may seem, it's also a place that teaches us the value of life and the strength of the human spirit. What if you were caught in a major traffic accident on a highway? Imagine the scenario. You're cruising down the highway, the wind rushing through your car windows, when all of a sudden, the world around you erupts into chaos. Vehicles swerve, tires screech, and in an instant, you're caught up in a major traffic accident. The high-speed nature of highway travel means that the force of impact can be tremendous, leading to severe injuries. Injuries from such an accident could range from minor bruises to serious trauma. You could suffer from fractures, broken bones that can cause immense pain and limit your mobility. You might also experience internal bleeding, a silent and deadly condition that requires immediate medical attention. Head trauma, too, is a common consequence of high-speed collisions and can lead to long-term complications like memory loss, cognitive difficulties, and in severe cases, even coma. But the danger doesn't end with the impact. In the aftermath of a major traffic accident, the resulting traffic congestion can complicate matters further by delaying medical assistance. Ambulances and rescue teams struggle to reach the scene due to the gridlock, and every second that ticks by can worsen the outcome for those who are critically injured. In such a situation, your survival could depend on the actions of those around you. Bystanders and fellow drivers, if equipped with basic first aid knowledge, can provide immediate care until professional help arrives. They can help manage bleeding, keep injured individuals stable and comfortable, and possibly even perform life-saving procedures like CPR. Navigating the aftermath of a major traffic accident can be an ordeal, from the immediate emergency response to the long road of recovery. It's a life-threatening event that underscores the importance of safe and mindful driving. So, always remember, it's better to arrive late than never arrive at all. A major traffic accident is a life-threatening event that underscores the importance of safe and mindful driving. Ever thought about being lost in a blizzard while hiking in the mountains? It's a chilling prospect, isn't it? Imagine being enveloped in a relentless swirl of freezing white, the landscape around you disappearing under a blanket of snow. Freezing temperatures are your first adversary. They bite into your skin, seeping into your bones, numbing your senses. As the cold intensifies, you become susceptible to frostbite. This is more than just a skin-deep concern. It's a dire medical condition where skin and underlying tissues freeze. Without immediate intervention, it can lead to permanent damage or worse, amputation. Visibility, or rather the lack of it, is another formidable foe. The snowfall is thick, heavy, and blinding, reducing your world to a disorienting whiteout. Familiar landmarks vanish, paths get concealed, and every step becomes a gamble. The risk of stumbling into hidden crevices or ravines is real and terrifying. One misstep, and you might find yourself plunging into a treacherous abyss. Now let's talk about hypothermia, a silent, insidious threat that creeps up on you. It's the lowering of your body's core temperature, and it doesn't take long in these conditions. As hypothermia sets in, your thoughts become clouded, your movements sluggish. It's a dangerous downward spiral, with the potential to be lethal if not addressed promptly. The disorientation that comes with a blizzard is perhaps one of the most perilous aspects. The whirling snow, the blinding whiteness, the numbing cold, they all conspire to play tricks on your mind. You could end up walking in circles, wasting precious energy and time getting further lost with every step. Being lost in a blizzard is a perilous predicament that highlights the importance of preparation and awareness when venturing into extreme environments. It's a sobering reminder that Mother Nature, while breathtakingly beautiful, can also be ruthlessly unforgiving. And in the face of her fury, our best defense is to respect her might, equip ourselves with knowledge, and never underestimate the power of the elements.